Tarot Oracle here, doing a review of Thoth Companion, the key to the true symbolic meaning of the Thoth Tarot. Michael Osiris Snuffin. This is an ebook review. I'm not sure if I've ever seen an ebook review of tarot books, but you're about to see one. So consider it possibly, well, the first that I've seen. Alright, so I have Kindle Fire, the old version here. And then I have a standard Kindle here, and I'm on my bed. This is a little bedtime reading review. So this is the ebook of it, and what it is a symbolic breakdown of what is on the Thoth Tarot. So you'll see its color here. However, if you start moving around in here and go to, let's say, the Empress, you'll notice that the Empress is not in color, and in fact it's black and white, and then it goes on to tell you about the Empress Symbology. Now every major will have a page, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages devoted to the symbology on it. And what he'll do is he'll go through and say, okay, the horns here mean this, the tip of the scepter has this on it, which has these symbols, and this is what this means in from the Kabbalah or from just old magic stuff, etc., etc. The meaning of the goat, why she's holding the ball, what's on her wrist, why she's looking that way, the symbols in the background, etc., etc., etc. It's very exhaustive for the majors. Now, the only issue that I have is that when it gets to the minors, it's much less exhaustive. So it does the court cards a lot of justice, and aces and things like that. But when you get to like the Five of Cups, for example, it'll have a little less stuff on it. So it does cover it, it just has a few less pages. And after the symbology is covered, it'll have the interpretation and it'll have the reversed interpretation. And in addition, you'll see the title of it, the Kabbalistic attribution, astrological attributions, etc. Very exhaustive for most of the cards. But again, when you get down to the minors, it's not as exhaustive. But expect like 5 or 6 pages on each major. This is what this means, this is what that means, etc. So that is on the Kindle Fire, which is backlit, so you can only take so much of that. So I normally read this on my Kindle. So very nice design overall. And again, you get the black and white of the card, and then you'll get all of the meanings and the different things that have the symbology for it. Overall, I really like the book. Now the good thing is, if you don't want to buy the book and you just want to kind of get a preview, it is available on Google Books, and you can get a very large portion of this on Google Books and just kind of read through it and see if you like it. I'll give you the link in the description, so be sure to hit Google Books and take a preview for that. In addition, here is the actual book on Amazon. I picked it up for under 10 bucks. If you want a hard copy of this and you're not into e-reading, I have so many. I have like 180 tarot books, and I just can't take any more. So I'm starting to just put as many on the Kindle as I can. So it's just too many. But if you want a hard copy, it's only like $11 and something from Amazon. Here's the link in the description as well. So in addition to all of that, here is a review on Eclectic. Has a nice review, a formal review, and here is the Eclectic forum, has a few threads on the book. So if you want to kind of get other people's opinions on it as well, you can go and take a look. So I've been using the standard Thoth Tarot cards with the book, and so when I read, so you can just kind of read laying down if you want, and just prop this up like this, read a little sideways, and you can have the card here for reference. So it's kind of nice. And I'm going to show off, of course, my Jumbo Thoth Tarot that I have in the Baba Studio deck, where I've trimmed the edges of it, and it looks really nice. So if you want to really see the symbology and kind of get a real close look up at the cards, I can't recommend high enough the Jumbo deck, and it's very easy and simple to trim. I have a video if you want to see that. And you guys will thoroughly enjoy it. Absolutely stunning deck with trimmed. Now, there's other Thoth books that you can get, and I have a hard copy of this one from Lonmilo Duquette. This is also exceptional. This is a lot longer and a lot more exhaustive at 350 pages. So this one has like the Hermit, and it'll tell you some of the symbology, and I don't know. I just like, for symbology, I like the new book that I got a little better than this one, but for the overall understanding the tarot cards themselves, especially with the Tree of Life references and a bunch of other references he has, this book is exceptional as well. So, but the symbology book, highly recommended, especially for $10 if you just pop it on an e-reader. If you're interested in reading more about Crowley, you can get this book. It has the life of Crowley. A lot of interesting stuff in here. This thing is monstrous huge. I should have brought a e-book of this. It's 700 pages. Has all sorts of notes in the back, and it's got pictures and talks about how eccentric he was and all that stuff. But overall, this is the book that I'm reviewing here is a very good book, and I enjoy it. A lot of interesting things in this book that I never noticed before. So, in other words, if you're looking at something in the book, on the cards, and you see like this goat, for example, and you're just not sure what the meaning is of the goat, the author of this book goes into excruciating detail on pretty much everything in here. So you're not just going to understand what the goat is, you're going to kind of get a history of what that symbol means and where it fits in the Kabbalah, where it fits in the magic and the disciplines that Crowley was involved in and all this other stuff. So the guy has a long history in this type of area, and he knows what he's talking about. So you get a lot more detail than you could possibly remember on each card. And especially if you're into the Thoth and you read the Thoth a lot and you don't really know kind of what all this stuff means on it, you just kind of have a cursory, understanding of what the card is, then this will really go into a lot of detail, especially if you start memorizing some of this stuff. It just really be pretty impressive to anyone that you read for. So highly recommended, well worth the $10. Well worth the $10. I'm glad I bought this, and I've read through it once, and I'll probably read through it again just to kind of get a firm grasp of all the stuffs in the cards. So again, highly recommended. That's my review.